views on the movie Official Secrets. I'm the anger guy, and I'm going to tell you like it is, man. One of the biggest reasons I am the anger guy today is because exactly what happened in this film. We had an oil man for president and a vice president, Channey, without a real heart, was running the whole show. To make matters worse, the United States president had a lapdog over in England named Tony Blair. Guess what? No one cared or gave a shit when the gas prices went up because we had an oil man in the White House filling the Republican coffers and the vice president filling his pockets with government money he collected by selling whatever was needed in Afghanistan and Iraq wars. Don't get me started with the Iraq war. Don't know if the audience realized the United Nations did months of searching for weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and found nothing. But Bush still ordered to send troops to Iraq without armored jeeps and an exit plan for either war. Oh yeah, comatose Powell did find 1 can of mustard gas in a railroad car. When the United States arrived on the beach, they found the beach crowded with news reporters, television cameras, and 1 pickup with a machine gun mounted in the back of the bed of the small truck. When 911 hit, where was Bush? Oh, he was down in Florida when planes were crashing into the Twin Towers in the Pentagon. Where were our fighter jets to protect the eastern coast, especially the White House and the Pentagon? Oh yeah, they were miles and miles away doing maneuvers over the Atlantic. Pull up the video where Bush was reading Duck, Duck, Duck story to an elementary class in Florida. He was notified when one of the Twin Towers was hit in New York. And then when he was notified the second tower was hit. Look at his expression. You tell me what he's thinking. And what's weird is there's not 1 picture on the internet showing the jet had any passenger windows when crashing into the Twin Towers. Just large tanks on the underbelly. And not 1 picture when a plane crashed in the Pentagon. You know how many cameras are stationed around the Pentagon? Oh yeah. What about the building close to the Twin Towers? The building number 7, World Trade Center. Listen to this. The building number 7, World Trade Center collapsed it looked like a controlled demolition. One thing that bothers me, minutes after 911, all flights were canceled from all major airports except for the flights going to Saudi Arabia. You tell me why that was. To this day, I can't figure that one out. Jet fuel burns at 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit and steel melts at 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. Therefore, jet fuel cannot melt steel beams. I don't care how much office materials you add to that fire. But thermite can melt steel. Some people said the flow of the metal was all the aluminum from the jet flow to that 1 particular spot and poured out the building. That's what was pouring out, not molten steel. Then why don't you tell me, what about all the molten steel in large quantities in the debris of the collapse of the Twin Towers? To me, the film Official Secrets was anticlimactic just because the English government didn't want to be exposed for lying to their public. Boy, that sounds familiar, don't it? Hey, Wes.